Hello everyone and welcome to the video. We are going over today all of the loot containers for this week's escalation missions, which are Coney Island Ballpark, Amusement Park, Viewpoint Museum, Capitol Building, and Potomac Event Center. I release these every single week, showing you where all the containers are, because prototypes can drop in the containers. Obviously, the higher the difficulty, the higher the chance, and also the better the rolls. But you can farm these once every day. So good luck. I hope the targeted loot is with you this week, and I'll show you all of the containers now, starting with Coney Island Ballpark, going down to Potomac Event Center. They'll all be timestamped in the video description. If you want to skip anything, don't forget to like and comment to support the video, and subscribe for more. Take care and enjoy. There are 4 containers inside of the Coney Island Ballpark mission. The first one can be found after the first few areas as you head into the area where you have to defend against mortars. As you pass through this area with mortars and head through the roller coaster, you'll find the second container.
Vital signs critical.
Keep moving forward from the last container, and just as you're approaching the mortar launchers, you'll find container number 3. And then the final container can be found in the area after the area where you disabled the mortars. There are 16 loot containers that you can find inside the Coney Island Amusement Park mission. The first 2 can be found in this area here. Equip a concussion grenade and throw one at the whack-a-mole and the ducks. This will open a secret door, revealing the 2 containers. Move forward to the next room to find container number 3. As you head outside, you'll find 5 loot containers in this area. When you go into the haunted house, you'll find 2 loot containers, but also a secret boss. I'll show you the loot containers now, but also the location of 4 rats that have red eyes. Shoot these rats to spawn the secret boss ratagon on the final spawn. After exiting the haunted house, you'll come to an area where you need to take on another named enemy, and in this area is 3 more loot containers. From the last loot container, just push forward to find container number 14. And then the final 2 loot containers of the mission can be found just before the final area. There are 4 loot containers in the Viewpoint Museum mission. The first one can be found soon after the first area that you clear. There is a secret room on Viewpoint Museum, and it's soon after the first one that we just got, just here in the video footage. You can see loot behind it, but I think you can only open that door on story mode. If you come into the next area where there is ads, there's a hole in the wall on the right, and a junction box you can shoot. But for some reason in Escalation, the junction box was blacked out. We couldn't open the door, but I'm pretty sure there is loot inside of there. So just for as a worthy mention, I couldn't get in there on this occasion, on this escalation mission. Once you have cleared the area we're just in with the globe in the middle, you'll go through the next door to find the second loot container. As you're making your way up to the production studio, you'll find a third loot container in this area here. And then the final loot container will be found once you reach the production studio. There are 4 loot containers inside the Capitol building mission, and the first one can be found just before you enter the building. From the last one, just head inside the building to find the second container. After you have cleared the next area with the jammer, just move forward through the door to find a third container.
On the Capitol.
And the final container of the mission can be found after clearing the house chamber and just before accessing the roof. There are 5 containers that can be found inside the Potomac Event Center, the first one being in the area where you take down the 3 boats. As soon as you got the first container, just head through the yellow gate, and the second one is on the left. The third container can be found after you've cleared the area where there's a fire pit and you're ambushed. Once you've cleared the theater hall, you can get the 4th container. The last container can be found at the very end of the mission. You actually have to complete the mission because this door that opens won't open until you complete it. You can go through this door to find the 5th container. I'm not 100% sure though whether a prototype piece can drop, as in theory you have finished the mission. None dropped for us on this recording, but it is a container that is part of the mission.